going to take you through the process of setting yourself up with a Google site from your CCW Google Apps account. So as you can see, I've got Chrome open at the moment and I've got nothing in the address bar, so I'm just going to go to Drive. So it's drive.ccw.vic.edu.au. And at this stage, I'm prompted to log into one of the accounts that I've used before in Chrome. So obviously I've got my CCW account here, and I just need to put in my password. So now I've signed into my Google Apps account, and to access sites, what I need to do is simply go to the Google Apps icon, which is on the right hand side. It's the one with the 9 squares. Click on that and then go down to the sites icon. Now, as you can imagine, I've created several sites before and had a bit of a play around with them, and there's some of the sites that I've got control over. What I'm going to do is create a site based on a CCW template. So if I go to create, and then I'm going to go across to browse the gallery for more. And on the right hand side, I've got a couple of templates there at the moment. CCW class template top, which means that the navigation will be at the top of the screen, and CCW class template left, which means that the navigation menu will be on the left hand side. I'm going to click on the left one and make that selection. And at this stage, I'm just going to give it a name. So let's pretend I'm creating this for Year 8 Maths. And there's the name of it. And I'll just simply tap on Create. It does take a few minutes just to set up that site. Okay, so there's my Year 8 Maths, and because it's a template, you can see lots of the stuff has already been created previously, and the name of it appears here with a banner branded with CCW. So there's my site, and what I'm able to do is just click on any of these links on the left hand side to access any particular page, or perhaps a group of folders, like this case here. Going back to class announcements. If I decide I want to edit that class announcements page, then what I can do is go to the edit icon up the top, click on it, and inside this I'm able to just place my cursor and type and change anything. I'm also able to delete things, so of course the contents that is there at the moment won't necessarily suit you, so just as you could imagine, click on the various aspects and delete them. Text, highlight, hit delete. Whatever you like. Notice that you've got the various formatting icons up the top there, and you can experiment with that and get it to appear of however you like. And as once as you're happy with that page, you can just hit save. As you can see, I've saved the page. If we want to insert something, I just need to go back into edit mode, move my cursor to where I want to insert an object. It may be an image, it may be a YouTube clip, or it in fact may be a Google Drive folder. I just put my cursor where I would like it to be, and then in the menu bar, select Insert, and you can see I have my various options: images, links, horizontal lines. I also have YouTube clips and Drive documents, or indeed folders. So let's say we've got YouTube, and then all I need to do is paste in the link to a YouTube clip. So as an example, if I open up YouTube, and at this stage I can search for anything I like in YouTube. In fact, I should have selected YouTube from there, put the whole address in. I now search YouTube algebra. I have various clips here explaining algebra. I might be interested in this introduction to the basics. And of course you just get that ad. And we'll skip the ad. Go to hit pause. And now it's just a matter of highlighting the address from the top, copying that address, going back into your website and pasting it. And there it is pasted. Go save. And now the YouTube clip will be inserted. Of course I can center that if I like and play around with any of the settings. Select save. And now you have a YouTube clip inserted into your website. The next thing I'd like to show you is how to actually create a page. So let's say that you want a brand new page. You didn't want to edit any of the pages which are there existing already from the template. You want something new. Then up the top again, you've got the ability to create a page. You could name the page tips and tricks. With the templates, I just suggest that you experiment only with the web page template. You can do different types there. Maybe play around with that later on after you get your confidence up, but just keep it at that at this stage. And always put everything at the top level. It makes it easy for you to find what is it you're after. Go create. And here is your page. And again, what you can do is insert whatever you like. Not really meaningful, I know, but use your imagination. You can create a page of whatever you like. Select save. And so that's now been saved. But how do we get tips and tricks to appear in the menu bar? It's quite easy. We go up to more actions, which is on the top right hand side. It's basically the cogwheel. And what we want to select here is down the bottom we've got a few different options that we want to experiment with. But let's go to Edit Site Layout. And what you'll notice is that the sidebar now has changed in appearance. And if you can click on any part of the sidebar, you're able to change the settings. So at the navigation at the top here for Our Classroom, I'm going to click on that. And notice you can change the title if you want to. These are the particular pages which are in there at the moment. And what we're going to do is add a page. So here are the different pages that are part of the Year 8 Maths. Of course, all of them were there at the beginning, but we have created a new one called Tips and Tricks. So I'm just going to go down to that. There's Tips and Tricks. Go to OK. And now Tips and Tricks has been added into the menu bar. Notice that I can change the order of this menu bar by simply using the arrow. So I can move it to the top, or I might prefer it to be second last there. And all I have to do now is go OK. and I'm just going, notice that the tips and tricks appears. I'm just going to close out of that site layout option. And now I can click on whatever link I like. It will show me all the different pages, but it also includes this tips and tricks. What's worthwhile to show you is that we can edit that. So let's go into the edit mode and then go into layout. And at this stage, you can change it so that it's either 2 column, 1 column, 3 column, and so on. So you can experiment with that rather than just have the one-off column. But what you'll notice as well is that there are some comments section in here. So individuals who view your page can add comments. As a teacher, I tend not to make use of this. So to turn that off, I just need to go into the page settings. So I'm just going to save the page and then go into more actions. And what I'm looking for here is the page settings option. So page settings, and here you can see is that you can turn on and off features. Notice that this page appears under the Our Classroom heading in the sidebar, so that's where we find it when we're on the site. But down the bottom here, I've got allow comments, allow attachments, show links in subpages, show page title. I'm going to turn the bottom 3 off and go save. And now you can see it's simply just the page as you want it with no ability to add comments or add attachments to it. You may want to experiment with your class in setting up one page where you can add comments. So you could make that as some type of blog or other type of forum where everybody's adding different comments. I would suggest that initially you don't experiment with that, but maybe later on down the track after you get used to this site and your students get used to the site. Alright, so we've created a page and we've had an ability to place it into the sidebar. Of course, you guys can change the appearance of that sidebar to be whatever you like. So to do that, you just need to go into more actions and go to edit site layout. Up the top here, you can turn on and off various features. Feel free to experiment with that and you'll see the results straight away. But let's say that you've decided that this Unit 2 topics is of no use to you at all. So all you have to do is just cross it out and delete it. And let's say for the second one that you don't want it to be called Our Classroom and you want to get rid of Contact Mr. Piper or at least change the name, then it's just a matter of clicking on it, changing Our Classroom. It may be called Useful Links, whatever you like. This one here, Contact Mr. Piper, let's just get rid of it. And you can see that you quite quickly you can change the appearance of your navigation menu. Right, so we've done a few different things so far, but let's say that we want to change the overall appearance of it. You want to change the theme of your site. That's easily done. Just go up to more actions. And then we're looking for manage site towards the bottom. And then on the left hand side, we've got various aspects that we can select. So let's go themes, colors and fonts. And at this stage, here's the actual theme. So we can change that and you can experiment with whatever you like there. And of course, you've got site header. So you can change the color and appearance, content areas, gadgets, sidebar gadgets, and so on. So you can go into each of those and change the appearance. And of course, you will want to do that as your confidence grows and you want to make it a little different. We deliberately haven't stipulated a style guide, if you like, for these sites. It's entirely up to the teacher what they want to do as an individual. Just to show you how things can change and quite drastically, this cherry pie theme will look very ordinary, I know, but just to show you how it changes things, and I'm going to go save. And we've done that. Just to go back to the Year 8 page, I just go to left hand side in this Year 8 maths link. And there's my page, and as expected, it looks quite ordinary, but you do get a feel there of how you can change the theme and how it alters things. We have this great site, but what we have to do is change the permissions of the site so that anybody can view it. So we go up to More Actions again, and this time we go down to Sharing and Permissions. And in this, we need to change a few things. At the moment, anybody at Catholic College Wodonga signed into their account has the ability to edit this site. And obviously we don't want that to be the case. So we need to change this. And what we need to do is allow anyone with the hyperlink to this site to view it. So select that radio button and we want Can View. Make sure it says Can View and then hit Save. And then the permissions will be correct. No one will be able to change your site, and anybody with the hyperlink, even if they're not signed into their CCW account, will be able to view this site. If we now go back to the Year 8 Maths main page, this hyperlink up the top is the link that you must share with your students in order for them to access your site.